Yo, how's it going? Welcome back to some more F1 Manager 2023 and another part of the Williams Road to Glory career mode. Today we are back with the Brazilian Grand Prix. We are going to be racing with just one driver for the next few Grand Prix in Brazil and Las Vegas, and then Abu Dhabi. We will bring back Mr. Alex Albon, but he had a crash with absolutely nobody in the last Grand Prix, and because we need to look after his car, he's going to be doing no running at Brazil or in Las Vegas, and that's his own fault, really. He will do full running in Abu Dhabi. That's absolutely fine, but yeah, for the next two rounds, we're just going to be a one-trick pony, if you like. I did put a poll out a few days ago about who you want to see between Albon, Ocon, Tsunoda, maybe somebody else as well, in the team next year. Lots of responses coming in, so thank you very much for that. Looking at the moment like it's going to be Albon and Ocon, but we will see. I'll give it a little bit longer, and then we'll decide before Abu Dhabi. So yeah, anyway, let's get ourselves immersed into the action. Hopefully we'll be able to pull off a good result with Tsunoda in Interlagos. So gearbox poor condition for Albon. We can skip a sponsor obligation, and that will improve Alexander out. Yeah, he wants to do that, so that's fine. Yeah, we'll approve that. That's fine. All good. We want to try and keep Albon as happy as possible, especially if he's going to be the one that we're keeping next season. But yeah, his car is absolutely awful now. Look at his ERS, it's on 17%. His gearbox is at 23%. It's all looking very, very tricky, isn't it, for the rest of the season? But anyway, let's keep going. We'll see what we can do. Obviously, Tsunoda will still be doing the best I can. So let's get ourselves into it, I suppose. They want us to reach Q3 with one car. We'll say we'll reach Q2 with one car and finish, well, we'll say finish 10th or higher with one car. And yeah, everything else, that should be absolutely fine. Okay, here we go. Into the weekend then, and see how we get on at this Sao Paulo Grand Prix.
Our F1 season brings us to Brazil for the Sao Paulo Grand Prix. The Autodromo José Carlos Pache has been a staple of the racing calendar for decades, and soon we'll once again be watching the best drivers in the world give it their all. Interlagos Sector 2 is a maze of twists and turns, demanding the highest downforce. Sectors 1 and 3 are high speed, however, giving drivers plenty to keep them busy around this thrilling track.
This time, teams have two races to contend with, as a sprint race will decide the starting order for the weekend's Grand Prix.
So then, time to get back to the action.
Okay, right, let's get ourselves into qualifying. Obviously Friday qualifying, and then the Saturday sprint. So yeah, looks like it's going to rain on Saturday and Sunday. Going to make it very, very interesting. So let's get ourselves into the action. Well, we're not in a fabulous position with the drivers. Yuki Tsunoda should be on a pretty good setup when he gets into it. Obviously, Alex Albon not taking part, but yeah, Tsunoda not very confident, and will also have a 3-place grid penalty after crashing into somebody in practice. It's just, it's not going well, is it?
How the drivers will line up on the grid for the sprint.
Just like normal qualifying, the session this weekend will be divided into Q1, Q2 and Q3, with the best times determining the grid for the sprint.
In terms of Lance Stroll, how do you think he's doing, Karun?
We saw them set an impressive lap time in practice, so it's a great start as they move into qualifying. But as we all know, a good performance in practice doesn't guarantee success over the rest of the weekend.
Well, it's almost here. Qualifying coming up soon.
Here we go then. We are ready and raring to go for this Grand Prix. Yep, needs a new front wing. Should be okay with that. Albon won't destroy that one, I don't think. Obviously, we've got a decent power unit for Tsunoda, so he should be able to put in a top quality performance today. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. There is his setup. It should be pretty good, I think. Yeah, it's all just gonna come down to qualifying and seeing where we end up. So here we go. It's going to be so difficult to not send Alex Albon out there, but yeah, no Albon this week. Well, Tsunoda looks like he's going to get out there with not a shred of traffic, which is awesome. That's exactly what you need.
Go in and box.
So we'll see where he ends up. So that's a 108.1. Where is his setup? Let's have a little look. 82%. That's not too bad on a sprint weekend. I think we'll take that. Yeah, he's P4 at the moment. Let's see where he ends up come the end of the session. So he's P7 now. It's P9. Yeah, he will have to go out again. Actually going to send him now. Oh, damn it. Sent Albon out there. Albon, get back in. Oh, dear. Alright, there goes Tsunoda out on track. We'll watch him this time. So here he goes. Let's see what he can manage. And you guys might be thinking, well, you know, why are you sacrificing Alex Albon? But ultimately, if his gearbox gets ruined in this race, then we have to pay £1 million, which will mean we will break the cost cap. And from what you guys are saying, it's almost certain that you're going to get sacked if you do go over the cost cap. So that's what I'm trying to avoid with all of this. Tsunoda's going to come over the line now. He's going to be the first man over the line.
Okay, and second flag.
In terms of finishing it, and that's not very good. It's a 108.4. So not brilliant from Yuki there, but does manage to get himself through to Q2. Let's see how he gets on in that session. Send him out straight away once again.
That's green now.
And
green
hopefully,
now.
well, there's a little bit of traffic.
We are okay.
Should be okay.
And you go push.
Yeah, it's not going to be his best lap.
Just respect your delta.
So 108.2.
Stay negative.
Which is only a tenth slower than what he managed in Q1.
Yeah, okay.
So I might send him out on the scrubs. Yeah. Well, there's not a lot of traffic out there. Once again, they come out of the woodwork. So, not fantastic from Tsunoda. But he is P9 at the moment. So, brand new set of tyres, and send him out really close to the end. So, probably about 2 minutes to go. We'll see what he can pull off here. Let's ride on board with the Japanese driver, Yuki Tsunoda. Can he get himself into Q3? He's certainly 0.2 of a second quicker than Hamilton at the moment. Should be quicker than Hülkenberg. And on a brand new set, I think should improve here. Comes through the first sector. It's yellow. But first sector's not a lot that you can do differently, but no traffic through the middle and final sector. He really should be able to improve his time.
Second flag.
Let's see what you can do through the middle sector. Here he comes then. Green in the middle sector. And now we'll ride on board with him as he heads up towards the finish line. Let's get in the head of Yuki Tsunoda. He's P11. He does need to improve here by at least 1,000th of a second, and he does that. He gets up to P9. That puts Norris under pressure. But Lewis Hamilton is out of qualifying. What can Zhou Guanyu do? He gets up to 11th. What a time from him in the Alfa Romeo. It's been a very tough couple of years for Zhou Guanyu, but he qualifies 11th for the sprint. That ain't so bad for him. And what about Kevin Magnussen? I think he's probably done for, because we were virtually last man over the line. Norris can't improve.
Good job, we through.
So I think that's all, everybody. And there we go then. And Tsunoda obviously will get a penalty, but he is through to Q3. Right then, let's get ourselves into Q3. I suppose let's get him out on some scrub tyres. Want to save as many tyres as possible. When it's changeable weather, you never know when you're going to need to come in for a brand new set of soft tyres. So Tsunoda out there. Please, no traffic. I think he'll be okay. So Tsunoda up to the line, a 1:07.9. That's his best time so far.
So you go in.
And it's faster than Ocon, faster than Norris, faster than Gasly. And that's absolutely brilliant. So he'll have one more lap to have a go here. It's P7. Right, let's get him towards the start-finish line. And here we go then. Let's watch Yuki Tsunoda on his final flying lap of the weekend. Brand new tyres. This is the best the condition the track is going to be in. And it looks like he's going to qualify P8 at the moment. Let's see if he can improve. He's got a green first sector. Something racy in this middle sector. And Ocon going to improve. Norris as well. Norris on the start-finish straight. Can Lando Norris pull off something special here? Let's see. Norris over the line, doesn't improve. What about Tsunoda? No, it's a 1:07.9. It's same again from Yuki. But P8 for the sprint race. That's a very good time, in fairness. And the two Alpines do have penalties, so there could be a chance for us to get a little bit out of this. We will give it our all. Right. Obviously, this session, I'm quite happy for Albon to take part in practice sessions. You know, he surely shouldn't destroy his car anymore, at least. But, yeah, here we go then. Simulate this practice session. And where did Albon finish? Tsunoda finished 6th, which is interesting. Albon 16th. He would have had pace this weekend and a 90% setup satisfaction as well. Which is quite funny.
Well, it's a different format this weekend, with a sprint set to spice up today's events. And after a season of sprints, this is the last one of the year. This circuit is certainly no stranger to overtakes, so I think we're in for a good one.
Points go to the top finishers in the sprint, and with no mandatory pit stops, it's all about the racing on the track.
Well, no doubt there'll be plenty of action today here at the Sao Paulo Sprint.
Here we are then for the sprint. Obviously Albon will be retiring almost immediately from this Grand Prix. Or this sprint, I should say. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't say it's going to rain, to be fair. I don't think it's going to rain at all in this race. We'll send him out on hard tyres, why not? Now then, Tsunoda, does he go for softs or does he go for mediums? Yeah, I'm thinking an aggressive race on the mediums is going to be better than the softs. So give him that chance. He's going to be starting in P7, which is better than where he qualified, despite having a penalty. That's the logic of this game. But here we go then.
24 laps around Interlagos awaits these drivers in what should be an entertaining sprint.
The 100-kilometer dash around Sao Paulo is typically packed full of overtaking opportunities, making for a thrilling event as the season nears the end.
I think some people will be on softs, and that's definitely going to be interesting.
24 laps around
So here we go.
In today's sprint. And it's lights out.
Lights out, away we go. And straight away we will be retiring Albon's car so that he doesn't get involved in any crashes. And Tsunoda goes down the inside of Gasly. Sorry, Ocon. Well, I think it was Ocon was more going around the outside of Tsunoda. It's a good start for the Alpines. And remember, they have got penalties for tomorrow's race. So Tsunoda could do with being in this sort of position by the end of the race. He's got his battle assist on. I think Albon is still out there. He's followed them all through, but now in the pit lane. That'll be him retiring. And it is a shame. You know, we didn't really want to have to do that, but I don't think there was any way around it. But yes, everybody has gone mediums. I thought somebody might be silly enough to go for softs, but apparently not. So let's see what we've got on Esteban Ocon here. Used pretty much all of our ERS, and now a chance to perhaps go around the outside of the first corner. That, of course, turns into the inside line at turn 2. And then they've got the outside of turn 3. DRS open. But Ocon remains in front for now. Tsunoda has had an awesome second half of the season. Can he continue that run of form? And will he be able to get right onto the back of Ocon here, who's just about within a second of his teammate Gasly, which should save him this lap. DRS open for Tsunoda, closing in nicely. And you would imagine through these first few corners he stays nice and close. Norris just behind as well. This is good so far from Yuki. And we will speed up these bits around the middle of the track. Slow it down for the pit straight. Ocon finally falls out of the 1 second window, but I think he just about got back into it. It's about a second gap at the moment between Ocon and Gasly, and it's really harming us because we're not able to get past Ocon here because he's got DRS himself. Right, let's have a little look at tyre wear. Yep, everybody doing better than us, so no real surprise. Alright, time to zoom it forward a little bit, I think. Oh, is that going to be a red flag? Yep, it is. It is a red flag. Now that's really interesting. Yeah, we're straight into the pit lane.
You can take a look now.
But what was it? So Hulkenberg, did he? Yes, he spun.
Just lets go.
And yeah, and then people had to stop, and yeah, that was always going to be the case. So red flag.
They all knew what that moment meant.
Okay. So do we go for soft tyres now? I think we have to, don't we? Now we've got only a third, 2/3 of this sprint race left. I think we have to be on soft tyres.
Now the sprint can restart.
And yeah, people have gone for different strategies.
And it's
Lights out, away we go once again. In this sprint race, and well, Tsunoda has a little look round the outside here and does make it past Ocon straight away. And now using his ERS, interesting to look at the still lots of people on medium tyres. And they're going to be in a good position come the end of this Grand Prix, or sprint race. I always call it a Grand Prix. But Tsunoda's in a terrific position here. And, well, interestingly, Leclerc and Stroll on mediums as well. So, yeah, using the ERS, he's having a little look here at Pierre Gasly. DRS enabled once again. Now, how quickly is he going to be able to make it past? You got Perez there down in 6th as well. He should be looking to get past. But here we go then with Tsunoda. What a move that is! Into the last corner on Gasly, and now he's got a great chance on Sergio Perez. And he's going to have a great run into turn 4. Move that down to neutral. And already Yuki Tsunoda making moves up to 7th place in this sprint. And if we can finish ahead of the Alpines, we're only 7 points behind in the Constructors' Championship. And if we can get some points today, that would be absolutely huge. DRS open. But no way to pass Perez there. Back onto the interval now. Do we be sensible and look after those tyres just a little bit, so that we've got more at the end? Maybe we do. Perez already pulling away. Okay. Zoom time, and there goes Gasly through. And it might be a case of just sticking with him, not passing him for now. And leaving it for a last lap overtake. Yep, DRS open again. And 10 laps to go. It's a tough decision. I think we need to stay within DRS to Gasly, or we're going to end up falling behind Norris. So this could be a problem. Because there you go, there's Norris through. That's exactly what we wanted to avoid. Okay. We'll do some zooming. Try and look after the tyres a little bit. Yeah, Gasly too far in front, I think.
We think more rain is coming.
Ah, and because of the red flag, we now potentially will have some rain before the end. I don't think it'll make a difference, but... And let's be aggressive now. And let's see what
Copy.
Tsunoda can actually pull off here. Can he get up towards the back of Gasly? By the end of this race here.
I think rain stop.
Copy.
Yeah, rain has started. Is it gonna?
How many laps?
That's 3 laps to go.
Is that gonna be a problem? Meanwhile, Ocon has just got us,
Just focus.
and that would be a real issue. And we keep fighting with Ocon on the track. Towards the end of races, he goes down the inside and it's a crash.
This one is involving
Well,
Yuki Tsunoda. Barely any room to manoeuvre.
Tsunoda going down the inside,
The
and
cars come together. I imagine their confidence will have taken a knock.
that's the end of that one. Now, I don't know.
And now we've had a crash.
It's just the tyres, I think. Yeah, let's put on some old soft tyres.
So box.
And it's probably worth just retiring, to be fair. I don't think there's any real value in continuing.
Box. We retire the car.
We might regret it if there's a red flag, but that won't be at this stage. And, well, Ocon got the penalty there. Oh, there's been another crash. Let's have a little look. What's happened here?
Right, so this was the 4th corner. Now there's an inviting opportunity
And that's
there.
Ocon again, I think.
Cars coming together right there. That will have knocked their confidence.
Yeah, I think he's okay, though. So there we go. There's the end of the sprint race, and Carlos Sainz has won it.
Yuki Tsunoda ends up.
Yeah, let's skip that. There's no way we need to look at that. But Carlos Sainz wins the sprint race ahead of Max Verstappen and Fernando Alonso. Pierre Gasly manages to finish 7th in the end. But Tsunoda out of the Grand Prix after that late collision.
It's race day, and final preparations are underway.
Brazil loves a home racer, and none more so than the brilliant Ayrton Senna. His victory here at Interlagos in 1991 fighting a broken gearbox is one of the most emotional moments in F1 history. And the sun is shining bright here today. This is perfect weather for teams and drivers alike to show us what they're capable of.
And when it comes down to it, there's simply no telling what will happen here in the ups and downs of Sao Paulo.
Okay, here we go then. It's obviously going to be raining. So Sonoda's going to be starting 17th. That rain is coming pretty early on by the looks of things. So, yeah, going to be going to intermediate tyres. And then probably mediums. If not hards to the finish. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Attacking from the off. And as long as our weather forecasts are right, that should be the quickest way to the finish. Okay. Oh, he's got a car part missing. Do we actually have another one of these? Is it this one? Yep. And the chassis. Yeah, that's fine. Everything else is good. Okay. Right, let's get ourselves into it. Just need to tell him to be aggressive from the start. There's no way we can sort of go longer into the race. And that's the sort of problem here.
71 laps of the Sao Paulo Grand Prix. And we certainly know what Max Verstappen is capable of.
They start in P1, but will they be able to stay there? The first corner could be so crucial.
Right, let's get to it then. And now, it's time for the Sao Paulo Grand Prix. And it's
lights out, away we go. And Albon retiring the car immediately. Do not want to be in any sort of incident going into turn one.
We need to retire the car. Sorry.
Still side by side there. And that is fine. So Tsunoda up to 16th already, made a place on his teammate. Albon actually might manage to hold up those Ferraris a little bit, and I mean, do we tell Tsunoda to be aggressive out there? Is that the way to go?
Come on.
Possibly. Yeah, need to make something up here. Yeah, tried to have a little look there, didn't happen. It's been very unlucky in this opening lap. Right then. Lap 2. And an opportunity to push hard. Let's have a little look at this. So we are expecting a big flurry of rain. So I think it will be a case of getting onto those inters as quick as possible and timing that right when that rain comes. So here we go, DRS enabled, but Tsunoda still in P16. Needs to get past Bottas quickly. It's going to have a look round the outside here of turn 4. It's a big move and he is through. Awesome. Exactly what he needed to do. And now is going to go try down the inside, but Bottas still fighting side by side with Tsunoda here. Right then, Daniel Ricciardo is next. And Daniel Ricciardo won't have DRS, so this should be a fairly straightforward overtake, and it was. Round the outside he goes. Nicely done. Ricciardo will have DRS on the exit, and that it's just a bit annoying. Yeah. Should have done better there. Right, come on, Yuki. Right behind Daniel Ricciardo, and Ricciardo now in the DRS range of Hulkenberg. Right, I'm going to go standard now for a couple of laps just to get those tyre temps under control. Not going to have any problem staying with Daniel Ricciardo. Yeah, looking at tyres. Most people have gone for mediums, which is an interesting choice. Just looking after the tyres a little bit. As lap 15 is when we're expecting those tyres to, or the intermediate tyres to be needed. But we're very much stuck in a DRS train here. Let's tell him to avoid high risk curbs. He's going for it. He's through. Well, I don't quite know where that came from, but Tsunoda is through on Ricciardo. It was a fabulous move. And now, hopefully we can close in all the way up to Zhou Guanyu, which would be 11th place. Really trying to bring those tyre temps down and make these last a little bit longer. Yeah, might have a go down the inside of Hulkenberg here. And he's through. Very good move from Yuki. And should get past De Vries as well. Might even get past Zhou Guanyu. This is quite the move from Yuki Tsunoda all the way up to 11th. Wow. That is awesome from him. And now looking to catch up to Lewis Hamilton. Not that far ahead. And he's going quicker than he ever has done. In this race, putting in personal bests. And let's have a little look at tyres. Yeah. It's an interesting one. He's only 1.7 behind Lewis Hamilton. This has been an awesome first stint for Yuki. And I think it's because it goes all the way to Lando Norris in 6th place, where, you know, these are cars that we should be faster than. Oh, there has been a big crash. And the virtual safety car is out.
4-5.
Well, let's have a little look at this. Was it involving... It's involving Oscar Piastri and Kevin Magnussen. Piastri trying to go down the inside, and yeah, that's not good. I think Magnussen will be out of this Grand Prix, and Piastri is as well. So, not good.
VSC.
But this helps Tsunoda immeasurably, because his tyres should last now until the rain. He's looking after them really, really well. Whoa.
VSC ending.
Alright, we've just gone green, so Tsunoda needs to be aggressive. And how quickly can he catch the back of Lewis Hamilton here? That rain is going to be coming in a couple of minutes' time, we think, but it's still broad daylight out there. Bright sunshine. Tsunoda somehow from the back of the grid up to 9th. He's done a great job. I mean, some particularly good moves earlier in the stint.
So what DRS?
We think that rain is coming next lap. Let's trust our weather forecast. Let's be aggressive out there. Verstappen has ran wide. He's leading the race ahead of Sergio Perez, and you can see it's getting darker out there. But it's still absolutely baking hot sunshine on this side of the track. We're expecting that rain to come down this lap.
And we expect the rain coming. Okay.
Good thing for Tsunoda is he's building a great gap to Nick de Vries behind, and he's now within a second of Lewis Hamilton for 8th place here. Right, when is that rain coming? Here comes Tsunoda. He's going to go down the inside of Hamilton here. And he's through, but I think Hamilton will probably manage to stay in front.
Mate, you're doing good.
And he's avoiding high-risk curbs as well, which is giving him a real advantage here. He's got nearly 8 seconds on Nick de Vries. Right, when's that rain coming? It started now.
I think it's raining.
It's started now. Yeah, nobody's come in yet. I'm gonna come in next lap.
Big crash, watch out. Be careful on start finish.
There's a
lot of
crash.
debris.
I don't think safety car though. Oh, it's the Alpine.
More rain to comes.
Copy.
All right. So now they're gonna pit from P8 here. So yeah, not everybody's coming into the pits. Very interesting. Tsunoda, one of them though. So in he comes. And it looks like everybody except Alonso and Verstappen are pitting onto the intermediate tyres. They're going to struggle. They're going to struggle. You can see the rain is coming down now. We've made the right call. We need a good pit stop here. Oh, we need releasing yet. I think just behind Hamilton. It's not bad.
That would be clear pit exit.
It's not bad. Right, Ocon at the back. Where's Gasly? He's 7th at the moment. But Alonso and Verstappen there. Slow out there. Right, strategy view. Need to get into that now because it's messed up his strategy. It's okay. We're expecting the rain to stop at around about lap 40. So it's okay, but these tyres might not last that long. It really depends. You don't want them to be too hot. We'll just keep an eye on them. But P9 and comfortably P9 for Tsunoda. At the moment, that's an absolutely awesome job from him. It's closing in a little bit on Lewis Hamilton. We're expecting it to get very, very wet soon. And maybe wet enough for wet tyres. Right, we'll give it a couple of laps with them overheating. See what we need to do. Well, he is right on the back of Lewis here. I think with a bit of deployment he'd be able to get through.
DRS is currently disabled. DRS is currently disabled.
I don't quite know how that happened. We had most of the tank in there. But this time has a good run into turn 4. Ooh, nearly. Nearly. He's going to try it down the inside this time. And he's through. Great move. That should be us ahead of Hamilton now. For a little while. As I said, we'd give it a couple of laps and see the effect on tyre wear. It doesn't seem so bad. At the moment, it's about what we expect. So it's all good. I know the tyres are hot, but we're avoiding high-risk curbs. That's going to help us counteract it. So now trying to close in on Pierre Gasly. Hamilton now closing in on Tsunoda. Okay, let's deploy his ERS, see how much progress he can make. Yeah, we just seem to lose the ERS as soon as we deploy it.
Yellow head.
Hulkenberg has spun. Not good for Nico Hulkenberg. So 5 seconds separate Pierre Gasly and Yuki Tsunoda right now. Let's just check his tyres. They seem alright. As long as the rain lasts as long as we think it will. When we coming in 40... Wow, okay. Hang on a minute. Let's edit that strategy. The weather forecast has changed. Looking more like lap 45. Yeah, it might be a case of just dropping that too aggressive now.
His main focus.
Try and get those tire temps under control. Because if we can get them back in the window, then they will last longer. So Tsunoda about 3 seconds behind Norris.
Feedback on track, please.
Yeah, it's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it won't be dry for long though. Just a few laps. Well, Charles Leclerc is going to be the next guy to have a battle with us. I don't think Leclerc has... Oh, well, he has. He's just just easily got past him there. Let's have a look at this on the replay then.
And it was involving Leclerc this time.
And he did go
It's certainly inviting.
down the inside, easily through. So that's us back down to 9th. Right. We're expecting that rain to keep coming. So now time to go standard. The advantage is we're miles and miles ahead of Ocon. So even if we do have Hamilton catch and pass us, which isn't looking that likely at the moment, I think we'll be okay. To maintain a point.
No rain expected.
So
no
finally
rain
that rain has stopped.
Copy.
Now it's about timing it to be on the dry tyre at the right time. And maybe now we need to look at the strategy again and think about, well, we're not going hards anymore. Yeah, I'm not going to manage softs. Could possibly take a set of mediums to the end. But it's realistically going to be soon, isn't it? So that's 1:26.25. 26:26. Yeah. I'm tempted to go for the hard tyres and be aggressive. Okay. Let's keep going then. And keep an eye on when that time comes. But it's not imminent. It's certainly not imminent. That's where maybe you have to think about the medium tyres. Yeah, I think it's going to be this lap that we want to come in. So, back to the strategy view we go. Now then, delete that stint, add new stint. We are going to be coming in this lap. So what's going to be quicker? 1:26.31. Hard tyres are going to be probably better. But I'm tempted to go for the mediums to give us that initial grip. So here we go then. We're going to be going on to the medium tyres. We're going to risk it.
and box.
Copy.
And you go push.
And this could be where people start coming into the pits, but not everybody has done. Are we expecting Russell to come in? No, Russell's stayed out there. Gasly's in. Who else is going to come in? Leclerc hasn't. What about What about Russell?
Back off a bit, please.
Copy.
Not Russell. Norris, yeah. Norris has stayed out as well. So here we go then. So we need a good pit stop here. And we get one. Right. Yep, Gasly on the mediums. Could do with coming out ahead of Ocon. I think we have, because Ocon's come into the pits. Right. Now then, real chance to push hard on this outlap. And make up some time, particularly on...
So what DRS?
Lando Norris. And Lewis Hamilton, who had went an extra lap. So Hamilton coming out the pit lane now. He's going to come out in front. Yeah, it's going to be Tsunoda by a decent margin. So he's 5 seconds behind Norris. Real opportunity to now push hard and try and catch up to Lando Norris. VSC.
That's a crash. Be careful for debris.
VSC, and it's Nick De Vries who's out.
All good. VSC.
Let's have a little look. It looks like he's just
let's have a look here
lost
as
it.
we
He's
go
probably
into
hit a bit of damn track.
And makes contact with the wall. Well, following a crash like that, it'll be important now to ensure
That's
that
not a great incident for Nick De Vries. So DRS disabled. Gives us now the opportunity to
VSC ending.
charge the pack up. And here we go then. Let's see what Tsunoda's got left. Yeah, the interval times are all over the place here. But Tsunoda about 6 seconds behind Lando Norris. Yeah, just not good on the ERS. Let's have a little look at it. It might be because it's less than 50%, but he seems okay. Okay, let's push to the end of the race then. As Carlos Sainz puts in fastest lap. And there we go, 4 seconds now the gap. He is starting to really close in on Lando Norris. He's pulling out a gap to Hamilton behind. So 3.5 seconds now the gap. And we've got about 15 laps to go here. And that's Lewis Hamilton in the wall.
Tire wall.
Is he out of this Grand Prix now? I think he's done exactly the same as Nick De Vries. Yeah. But a bit of a softer impact. I think Hamilton will continue on, but that allows Tsunoda now a 10-second gap to Carlos Sainz. Don't think that's going to be able to be closed in. Well, what should be able to be closed in is this gap to Lando Norris. I might even go full attack and see if we can pull that off here. Really start closing in on the Brit. Yep, 2.5 seconds now the gap. He is getting very, very close, but just I don't think we'll be able to quite make it. Five laps to go. How are we doing tyre-wise? Russell's tyres might run out, but he's a bit too far in front of us to really give us a chance. Right, let's drop that back to aggressive. And 2 seconds now, the gap. It's very close. And 2 laps to go. So we're going to go aggressive. We're going to take them off, avoid high-risk curbs, and just let them at Lando Norris for this final couple of laps of the Grand Prix to try and get 8th position. Should have DRS here. He does. That'll allow him to close in. And here goes on to the last lap, Lance Stroll. It's going to be another race victory for him. Fernando Alonso's going to finish in 2nd. I mean, it's been a great season in terms of wins for Lance Stroll, but he's not actually going to finish in the top 3 in the championship, which is just ridiculous, really. It's going to be his 6th win of the year. But here we go. Tsunoda now with DRS. This should be the move.
Last lap, last lap.
But Lando Norris stays on the inside. That should give us an opportunity to have DRS on the exit here. Oh no, it's Norris that's got it. Come on. He's still got the outside line. And now with the ERS, pulls away beautifully. And there we go. But it's Lance Stroll that wins the Grand Prix. Verstappen finishes 2nd. Alonso 3rd. Perez is 4th.
Doing good.
Looks like George Russell is going to finish 5th in the end, despite his tyres looking pretty dead out there. And Leclerc finishes in 6th. Gasly 7th. Good result for him. And now can Tsunoda hold on to P8? Looks like he can. He's timed his assault very nicely here. And although Lando Norris has got DRS, it's not going to be enough because Yuki Tsunoda finishes in 8th. 4 points in the bag for the team. He keeps us in it in this championship battle with Alpine, but once again, Alpine just a couple points ahead of us.
It was a strong race.
That's a real shame, but well done, Yuki Tsunoda. Another decent 8th place.
It'd take a real optimist to find anything good about Alex Albon's race.
Having to retire early will no doubt be a bitter disappointment. But today is done, and it's all about looking forward.
And here we see another career podium for Canada's Lance Stroll.
6 wins now in this season, they're not flagging. A mighty impressive victory.
And that means, here in Sao Paulo, it's party time.
There you go. I mean, Aston Martin have been brilliant this year.
To process after that race, but how do you think the Williams team are feeling?
Well, it was a bit of a mixed bag here. Some things went their way, but others didn't. I think their main target now will be finding...
But I think we're going to be okay with the cost cap. Just about. I don't want to speak too soon, but as long as we get through Las Vegas unscathed, we're going to be alright. Just by £60,000. That's going to be crazy. But there you go. Yuki Tsunoda finishes in 8th place. 4 points in the bag. That moves him to 87 in the championship. I think Alex Albon should hold on to 10th, although Ocon is very, very close. But yeah, we'll see. Albon will get a chance in the final Grand Prix of the year in order to do that. Into the constructors then, Red Bull are leading the charge. Aston Martin up to second, finally up to second. They've had 8 wins this season to Ferrari's 3, but have only just moved up to second. That's pretty hilarious. 11 points in it between Alpine and Williams. And Tsunoda in the top 8 for the fastest pit stops, meaning that we get another 4 points towards our championship tally. And I think that should be second in the bag now, which is very good. Right, obviously Albon didn't do anything in the race. Funnily enough, he does get 4 successful defences from his time there. But yeah, 20th place in the race and £3.7 million in the bank. Right, let's have another quick check of the cost cap before we go today. So we have got 3,300,000 left, and we are projected to spend 3.2 million between now and the end of the season. So I think we're okay. I think we're all good, just about, come the end of the year. In terms of the cars, Alex Albon's car is obviously nearly dead. Yuki Tsunoda is okay. That's fine, as long as we manage to get through. But Olivia Lola, what does she want? The sponsors has gotten in touch. They'd like to rearrange it in the week commencing 6th of January 1900. It's fine. That's fine. Alex will be okay. Right. Okay, I think we're all good. So that's where we're going to leave it for this episode. If you have enjoyed that, give it a big thumbs up down below. Subscribe for plenty more F1 Manager videos. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.